Good morning, Purple Math folks. So today we're talking about surface area. So let's break those two words down. Area, if we remember, is equal to square area, right? How many squares we can fit into a rectangle or a square. And then surface. If a bug lands on the surface of the water, what does that mean? Yeah, it means that they're on, right, the flat part, right? They're not underneath the water or inside the water. They're right on the surface. So surface area is the amount of area that takes up the outside of a shape, right? If I have a rectangle, do I not have anything rectangular here? I have this, right? If I wanted to figure out the surface area of this, I would figure out the area of this plus the area of that, 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 plus the area of that. All right, and our little sheet shows us just that. Okay, so we've got this rectangular prism here. And if we look at the front, it's really easy for us to figure out the area there, right? It's just how long it is by how tall it is. So it's 5 by 5. So that front area is 25. But we've got to think then about what we know about boxes or rectangular prism. So if this is 25, then what about the shape that the square that we can't see in the very back that looks just like that? Yeah, that's also going to be 25, right? And then we can look at this side here. This side here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 5. That's 6 by 5, which is 30. And then using what we know about rectangular prisms is that this side right here is the exact same as this side here that we can't see, right? So that's also going to be 30. And then our top here, this we know is 5, and this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So this right here is 5 times 6, or 30 as well. But we know that the top of our rectangular prism is the same as the bottom. So we've got 30 there. So what that means is to find out how many squares we would need to cover this whole thing. We would add 25 plus 25 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30, which is equal to 170 square units. Okay, I always think of surface area with like wrapping paper. Okay, if I have a box that looks like this, how many squares would I need to wrap this whole box? I would need 170 of these squares, right? Because I have to cover every inch of this box, or else the person I'm giving to is going to know what it is before they unwrap it, right? You can't just wrap 3 sides of a present. You have to wrap all 6 sides, okay? The first page is really good at just showing you everything, okay? So you are just basically going to figure out what your front face is. So that's what we did there. Put in those numbers. It was 5 by 5, which is 25. And then whatever the opposite is, that's also going to be the same thing, right? The front and the back are the same. The top and the bottom are the same. And the right and the left are the same. Okay? So that's what you're doing on this page. And then for this page, what I would do is I would just write it in. Okay, so for number 1, we can see 3 shapes. So the first one that we can see is this one right here, which is 6 centimeters by 4 centimeters. So 6 times 4 is 24. And the next one that we can see is right here, and it is 4 by 3, or 4 times 3, which is 12. And then the last one that we can see is this one up here, which is 6 by 3. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. This one right here is, this side is 6, and this side right here is 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then I would just add them all up. 24 plus 18 plus 12 would be 12, 14, carry our 1, 54. So these three sides are 54. But here's the crucial last step is, does this shape only have three sides? No, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we only counted 3. So we need to double it. We need to multiply it by 2. So 54 times 2 is going to be 108. And then remember that because it's area, we're going to do centimeters with that little 2. That means squared. So this one right here would be 108 centimeters squared. Okay, if you have any questions, please give me a call, or I will give you a call during our time to chat. Go ahead and draw pictures if that helps you out, and make sure that you're remembering every single side. Okay, don't miss any sides because that is when we're going to run into trouble. All right, good luck with this. Bye.